Trigonometry grade 12 is what we're looking at, and we're working on how to prove an identity. So the one thing you want to look out for is obviously the side that's more complicated, and then you're only going to need to work with that side only until it looks like the other side. In rare cases, you work with both until they look like something identical, but then in this case, clearly the left side is what you're going to need to deal with. So the first thing that comes to mind is, since there's 2x over there and there's 3x here and x at the bottom, the one thing is, obviously, because these are trig expressions, you want to keep in mind that this is one thing and then this is one thing. So if you're going to end up with something that is cos 2x, on the left hand side, it looks like the top, you may want to break that up into 2x plus x. Now obviously your compound angles, you can use your formula sheet to end up with what we have at the top there. Now every step that you take, depending on what decisions you're going to make, you want to base it on what you have on the other side there. So since we have cos 2x there, and then a 2, and then a minus 1, this looks a lot like the double angle of cos. You see, if you had something squared there, it would look a lot like the double angle of cos. But then, without like overthinking it, right, this portion on the right side of your negative symbol, this can easily be changed to 2 sine x cos x. However, this cos 2x, you may want to leave that for now, and here's why. So with this being done, what you can see is on the top, both sides have a cos x there, of which that's good news because we can take out a cos x, and then the cos x at the top cancels the cos x at the bottom. It looks like we may have to change this to the version of our double angle that has a sine in it. There we go. Now looking at what we have and trying to link it to what we have up there, yeah, it does look a bit sketchy. It definitely does look a bit sketchy. Kind of does look a bit scary also. But then here we're going to end up with 1 minus 4 sine squared x. So having to have done this, you can clearly see that it looks like things are not working out. So if you see that things are not working out based on what you've just done here, I mean, like, you're free to change this to something that has a cos and see what you end up with. So with where we've ended up, right, remember this is the left hand side. Now this is where your left hand side ended up. What you can actually do is you can just now take the right hand side and make it look like that. So taking the right hand side, if you want to make it look like this, this is going to change to something that has sine in there. And then taking this further, 2 times the 2 there, and then clearly 2 minus 1 is going to give you a 1, and then this minus 4 sine squared x is over there. And clearly what you have on the left hand side and then what you have on the right hand side is exactly equal to each other. There we go. So when proving identities, you're either going to work on one thing until it looks like this, or you work on it until you want to just stop, and then the other side you can then just work on it until it looks like something identical to what you already have. So for more tutorials like this, you can click in the tutorial playlist over there.